What if I told you that one of the smallest dogs in the world was originally bred to fight dangerous animals underground? Today, millions of people know the Dachshund as the adorable little sausage dog. Cute, funny, tiny legs, long body, and a personality that can melt anyone's heart. But behind that charming face hides one of the boldest and most fearless dog breeds ever created. This dog was never meant to be just a lap companion. The Dachshund was designed for hunting. Yes, hunting. Its long body, powerful chest, short legs, and incredible courage were built for one specific mission: entering tunnels to chase badgers, foxes, and other animals hiding underground. And that changes everything about how we see them today. Because once you understand where this breed came from, their stubbornness, confidence, barking habits, loyalty, and surprising intelligence suddenly make perfect sense. But here's the crazy part. Even after hundreds of years, Dachshunds still carry many of those instincts inside them. That means the sweet dog sleeping on your couch may secretly think it's a warrior. And if you own one without knowing this, you could be making mistakes that affect their happiness every single day. In this video, we're diving into the complete truth about Dachshunds: their history, hidden personality traits, coat types, health secrets, pros and cons, and why owners become obsessed with them. But first, where did this strange-looking little dog actually come from? The Dachshund comes from Germany, and even its name reveals its original purpose. Dachs means badger. Hund means dog. So the name Dachshund literally means badger dog. That's right. This breed was carefully developed hundreds of years ago to hunt one of the toughest animals in Europe. Badgers are aggressive, powerful, and live deep inside narrow tunnels underground. Most dogs couldn't reach them, so breeders created something unusual. They needed a dog low enough to enter tunnels, long enough to move through tight spaces, strong enough to dig, loud enough to signal hunters above ground, and brave enough to confront dangerous prey in total darkness. The result was the Dachshund. That long spine and short legs were not an accident. They were engineering. Their chest is deep for lung power. Their paws are strong for digging. Their bark is surprisingly loud for their size. Their nose is excellent at tracking scent. And their mind? Extremely determined. That determination still exists today. Which is why many Dachshunds refuse commands, ignore owners, chase smells, dig gardens, and act like they own the house. They're not being bad. They're being exactly what they were bred to be. And that's where many owners get confused. They expect a toy dog, but inside lives a hunter with opinions. Next, we need to talk about the 3 completely different Dachshund coat types, because choosing the wrong one for your lifestyle can become a huge mistake. Many people think a Dachshund is just one kind of dog. It's not. There are actually 3 main coat types, and each one can feel like a completely different personality inside the same breed. If you choose one based only on looks, you may end up surprised later. First, the smooth-haired Dachshund. This is the classic version most people recognize. Short, shiny coat, sleek body. Low-maintenance grooming, and often the boldest attitude of the 3. Many owners describe smooth Dachshunds as confident, direct, funny, and fearless. They usually shed, but grooming is simple. Second, the long-haired Dachshund. Elegant, soft, beautiful coat, almost royal-looking. These dogs are often seen as calmer and sweeter, though still playful and stubborn when they choose to be. Their coat needs brushing to avoid tangles, especially around ears and chest. For families wanting a gentler vibe, many lean toward this type. Third, the wire-haired Dachshund. Rough coat, beard-like face, energetic expression. This type often has a clownish, highly playful personality. Many owners say wire-haired Dachshunds are extra outgoing and entertaining, but grooming can require trimming and more attention. Now here's what matters most.
But even though coat type can influence temperament trends, every Dachshund still shares the breed core: courage, loyalty, intelligence, and independence. So if you thought choosing a fluffy one meant easy mode, think again. No matter the coat, they still know exactly what they want. And next comes something even more important: size. Because many people don't realize Dachshunds come in multiple sizes. and choosing the wrong one can completely change your daily life.
At first glance, all Dachshunds look small, but not all small dogs live the same life. There are two main sizes people talk about most: standard Dachshund and miniature Dachshund. In some places, a tweenie size is also informally mentioned, dogs that fall between both ranges. The standard Dachshund was created for larger prey like badgers. They are heavier, stronger, and often more physically robust. They usually have more power, more pull on the leash, and can feel surprisingly athletic for such a low dog. Then there's the miniature Dachshund, developed for smaller prey like rabbits. They are lighter, easier to carry, often better suited for smaller apartments, and incredibly popular as companions. Sounds easy, right? Not exactly, because many people choose miniature only because it looks cuter or easier. But smaller dogs can still have huge personalities, strong voices, separation anxiety, and stubborn behavior if not trained correctly. Meanwhile, some owners choose standard without realizing they need more exercise and strength handling than expected. Size changes everything: how much food they eat, how easy they are to carry, how much space they need, how rough play affects them, how children should interact with them, how much confidence they project. And there's another truth many people ignore. No matter the size, Dachshunds often believe they are much bigger than they really are. That confidence is adorable until they challenge dogs 10 times their size. Which brings us to one of the most fascinating parts of this breed: their personality. Because the Dachshund mind may be the biggest surprise of all. If you judge a Dachshund by size alone, you will misunderstand this breed completely. Because inside that small body lives a dog with the confidence of something 10 times larger. Dachshunds are famous for acting fearless. They walk into rooms like they own them. They investigate every sound, challenge strangers with a bark that seems impossible for their size, and often show zero hesitation around bigger dogs. That boldness comes from generations of working independently underground. They had to make decisions without constant human guidance. They had to move into dark tunnels, face danger alone, and trust their instincts. That instinct still lives in modern Dachshunds, which means they are often smart, but selective. They understand commands faster than people think. The real issue is that many Dachshunds pause and ask themselves one question: do I feel like doing that? This is why inexperienced owners call them stubborn. In reality, they are intelligent, independent thinkers. If training is boring, repetitive, or harsh, many Dachshunds simply stop cooperating. But if training feels rewarding, fun, and consistent, they can become impressive learners. They are also deeply loyal. Many form intense bonds with one person and want to be close constantly. They love comfort, blankets, warm laps, routines, and knowing where their human is. That loyalty can be beautiful, but it can also become clinginess if not managed early. And here is the surprise many people never expect. For such a funny breed, Dachshunds are emotionally sensitive. Harsh treatment, chaos, or neglect can affect them more than people realize. Treat them like a joke, and they may become difficult. Treat them with respect, and they often become unforgettable companions. But there's a darker side to this personality too: barking, jealousy, digging, and drama. And if you ignore it, life gets loud fast. A Dachshund can be one of the most rewarding dogs you ever own, but they are not effortless. Many people fall in love with the cute body and funny face, then feel shocked when real life begins. Because owning a Dachshund means living with a dog that has opinions, emotions, and a surprising amount of determination. Let's start with barking. They were bred to alert hunters, and many still take security very seriously. Door sounds, footsteps, neighbors, delivery people, squirrels, mystery noises at 2 a.m. Your Dachshund may feel personally responsible for announcing them all. Then there's digging. Gardens, blankets, pillows, laundry piles, couch corners. Digging is instinctive behavior for many of them. They don't see destruction, they see a mission. Now add possessiveness. Some Dachshunds become jealous over toys, food, or favorite humans if boundaries are never taught early. Cute puppy habits can become stressful adult habits. House training can also test patience. Some Dachshunds learn quickly, others negotiate every step. Rainy weather especially becomes a dramatic event for many owners. And yet, people still adore them. Why? Because they are hilarious, affectionate, expressive, loyal, and full of personality. They make ordinary days entertaining. They create stories owners tell for years. Still, there is one challenge bigger than barking or stubbornness: health. Because the same body shape that made them famous also creates one of the most important risks every owner must understand. And ignoring it can lead to heartbreak. There is one truth about Dachshunds that every future owner needs to hear before bringing one home. Their iconic long back is beautiful, recognizable, and part of what made the breed famous. It is also their greatest physical vulnerability, because Dachshunds are more prone than many breeds to spinal problems, especially conditions involving the discs between the bones of the spine. One of the most talked about issues is intervertebral disc disease, often shortened to IVDD. That sounds technical, but the meaning is simple. Back injuries can happen suddenly, and in serious cases they can cause pain, weakness, difficulty walking, or even paralysis. This is why responsible Dachshund owners become protective about certain habits. Repeated jumping off beds, launching from couches, running stairs constantly, obesity, rough handling, and poor body condition can all increase stress on the back. So what helps? Keeping them lean, using ramps or stairs to furniture. So supporting both front and rear when lifting, regular controlled exercise, avoiding reckless impact activities, watching for warning signs like limping, crying out, shaking, reluctance to move, or dragging paws. And here's the part many people miss. Prevention is not fear. Prevention is love. A healthy Dachshund can live a long, joyful life full of play and personality. Many do extremely well when owners stay informed and consistent. But health is only one side of the story. Because once people adapt to their needs, something unexpected happens. They become obsessed with the breed. Dachshund owners often say they never planned to become Dachshund people. Then one entered their life, and everything changed. So what makes this breed create such intense loyalty from humans? That answer might be the most fascinating part of all. There are many cute dogs in the world. There are many smart dogs, loyal dogs, funny dogs, and affectionate dogs. But Dachshunds create a different kind of connection. Ask owners why they love them, and the answers sound emotional, almost personal. They don't just say the dog is nice, they say the dog has character, humor, attitude, soul. That's because living with a Dachshund rarely feels generic. They have dramatic reactions, strange sleeping positions, fierce loyalty, unexpected bravery, silent judgment, sudden zoomies, deep cuddles under blankets, tiny body, giant presence. They make themselves unforgettable. Yes, they can be stubborn. Yes, they can bark too much. Yes, they may test your patience. But for the right person, those traits become part of the charm. Every challenge comes attached to personality, intelligence, and love that feels real. They don't behave like decoration. They behave like individuals. And maybe that is why so many owners end up getting a second Dachshund, then a third, then telling everyone else to get one too. So, should you own a Dachshund? If you want a silent dog that obeys instantly and asks for nothing, probably not. But if you want a bold little companion with history, comedy, loyalty, and a heart much bigger than its body, this breed might steal yours. The Dachshund was bred to face darkness underground. Today, it wins hearts above ground. And once one chooses you, life may never feel boring again.